Hello, here we are. Okay, so for those of you just joining us from Instagram, so gave a little preview of what I was going to talk about there. Now we'll go with full in here and with the full deluxe setup. Hopefully it's working. God, it should be. I did a test. It seemed awesome. So anyway, I got this new setup. It's very cool. Should radically improve the quality of the broadcast. Except for that one little tweak of it not broadcasting. Yeah, Wi-Fi troubles. I don't know. Anyway, but it'll record, and then I'll just upload it. So you're going to miss out on some immediacy, but we'll see what happens. If I were to spring for the full, absurdly expensive internet package that is the only thing that would make it actually work, and then it would be fine. But I'm not a rich man. So yeah, for now, we'll do it this way. We'll see if it continues. Anyway. Okay, so what are we talking about today? Some humdinger movies. So fun. Let's start off with this delightful little number. Caper of the Golden Bulls, which was a complete blind buy for me, solely on the strength of the concept, which is a 60s high-energy, big-budget romp heist set during the running of the bulls in Pamplona, which is something that has a great deal of mystique. I don't know, like my Spanish teacher in high school was all about it, and and it seems very cool. There's tons of footage of it in this movie that is mind-blowingly good, as everything in the movie is mind-blowingly good. It's just delicious. Every frame is exquisite. Colors exploding off the screen. Script is, it's a romp. Very lighthearted, but never, you take it seriously the whole time. And the heist, when it kicks in, is very well done, and I would say impressively, accurately procedural. It's like, this bank robber should watch this movie. It seems very, well researched. We'll say that. I'm sure wild flights of fancy were taken, but it sells as you're watching the movie. But if it were only that, it would be great. But it is like a feast for the eyes of that basic 60s mid-60s fashion, Edith Head gowns for the ladies. Beautiful. All the dresses are beautiful. All the costuming in general is fantastic. The cars are just wonderful. Each one better than the last. Just for a car aficionado, you're going to find much to get excited about. Yeah, but it's a pip. How a movie of this quality level could slip into, just off into the ether is insane, because it's just a sort of filmmaking that is just, it kills you. Also, the star, Stephen Boyd, extremely charismatic, very handsome as all get out, great voice, very just rugged looking, but with a gleam, a certain witty, a sly wit about him that's just delightful. Yvette Mimieux, R.I.P., just recently passed. Very sad, but here looking very lovely as his love interest, who is encroached upon by his former wife and crime partner that's seeking to lure him in for one last heist. He's the best bank robber a safecracker in the business, and heist a mastermind, and she wants one last massive, crazy heist, and she basically blackmails him into doing it. But all the while that she's blackmailing, you love her. She's so appealing and fun. And again, an actress, what's her name? Giovanni Raleigh. Amazing. Kind of just a more mischievous kind of Natalie Wood vibe. Really delightful, across the board. It's a delight. Watch it. You're going to like it, I have to think. Got a little clip. There's no. There were trailers for every other goddamn mid-60s heist movie on here, but not for this one. So here's just a little clip that'll show you what I'm talking about, because it's all the just standard movie stuff, amazing, and then incredible, jaw-dropping documentary footage of an incredible festival in Spain. So let's give it a little look here. How about that? So yeah, you get the idea. Okay, so here they're the heist underway, or not really. They're the preparations. There's Stephen, his team, all a bunch of war buddies. In fact, look at all these. Look at the clothes. Yeah.
Like tourists,
So,
shining bright enough. Grace.
okay, that's another complication. This thing gives an echo when I don't have that switch. That's very distracting. We're going to figure this out eventually, I promise. But anyway, Caper the Golden Bowls. Check it out. It's a treat. Speaking of treats, this, which I spoke briefly about when I'd seen a little bit of and could tell that I liked it very much, right when we got the DVD or Blu-ray, The Kid Detective. I have now watched it in its entirety, and it is fantastic. I couldn't like it more. I was, as it was progressing, I was like, this might end up being my second favorite movie of the year. Nothing will ever take my beloved Last Night in Soho's crown, but this is so great. So, just this unassuming but perfectly executed, very bizarre script. Like how it was, I mean, it's a Canadian movie, which is somehow there's magic up there where they can make movies happen that are very individualistic. Like whoever, like the team behind this had a very specific, very strange, very hard to sell to like an American production company idea that they pulled off to perfection. So the setup is, imagine if you will, Encyclopedia Brown, if you're familiar with that, which you should be, like washed up in his mid-30s, like a kind of druggy, you know, gone to seed Encyclopedia Brown that's still kind of clinging to, he's still making a living solving little frivolous cases, and I mean, which is just as a jumping off point, is like, I'm in. That sounds hilarious. But then to execute it to the degree to which they did, it's just hats off. So the concept's great, and then as it proceeds, I mean, that's an absurd setup, and you would think that would make you just wouldn't take the movie seriously, but you do, despite it also being hilarious. Like they're just little hilarious, exquisite comedic moments throughout. Like some of the biggest belly laughs I've had as a grown person watching movies, where like I would say of the top 20 loudest, like uncontrollable cackles I've exuded as a grown person, 3 of them were from this. But part of it's so satisfying to see a movie so unique and so just adorable, like succeeding so handsomely. I loved it. So yeah, you should definitely, but also, while it is delightful, it's also got a lot of heart. In its own way, it's that this kind of cartoon, in being cartoonish, it kind of opens up bigness, some bigness of emotion and bigness of like concept that are like kind of do a job on you. It's really something. Hats off to you fine people who made Kid Detective. Got the trailer to watch, which is it would be a very hard movie to make a trailer for, and I think they did a darn good job. Darn good. While it just gets across the flavor. I mean, like you all have to watch it for the jokes to really sell it, to really understand like how goddamn funny they are. But they got a couple of great ones in here that I think you'll enjoy very much. So let's watch it. Are we there?
I used to be loved. I used to be a kid detective.
We're all really counting on you.
I was so far ahead of the game. But one day I just woke up behind.
This guy in my homeroom claims he practiced with the Mets. I need to find out if he's lying.
He's lying. So what can I help you with?
Somebody murdered my boyfriend.
Seriously?
Pretty seriously. He was stabbed 17 times.
Is it possible he was involved in drugs?
No, he would never do drugs.
Gambling?
No, he would never gamble.
Demon worship?
No, he would never worship a demon.
Here comes the kid detective.
Someone's following us.
This isn't safe. They're trying to see how my head works. Somebody's testing me.
Yeah, so you get the idea, or hopefully you do. But if you're in debt, maybe it's just not for everybody. But oh man, I was so pleased. I love it, and I wish it all the success in the world, which it apparently will not have because it's come and gone. But it will live in my heart, and I will tell everybody to watch it. So there you go. Moving right along to much less delightful fare, but still damned impressive. Titan. Hard to describe. Really, I'm just gonna let the trailer speak for this one because it's still. I don't know that I've fully digested it because it's. I can tell you this. I certainly haven't digested it because it roils the stomach. It's disgusting beyond like some really gnarly unpleasantness, but still gorgeously photographed hideousness. The best since the director's last one, Raw, which I've seen all the grossest of all movies. I've never felt nauseated by a movie in the way that I was by Raw, and this is not quite on the level of like I think I might have to leave to barf, but there's some just excruciating violence but again, gorgeously photographed. I mean, like, I don't know what the person's deal is, but it's something. Art house shocker, off the charts, but also a really good sensual ass movie. Tons. I mean, it's pretty spicy, pretty hot, and hard to describe. I'm doing a terrible job. Give a look to this trailer, and I feel it does a great job of letting you know what you're in for. No.
No one told me about her, the way she lied. But it's too late to say you're sorry. How would I know? Why should I care? Please don't bother trying to find her. She's not there. Well, let me tell you about the way she looked, the way she acted, the color of her hair. Her voice was soft and cool, her eyes were clear and bright, but she's not there.
Check. Okay. Here we are. Okay, again, like I know what I'm doing. Come on, give me a break. Okay, so them's all the movies. But we got some merchandise. And what merchandise? Custom barf bags. Speaking of nauseating stuff, also I do want to point out the actress, Agatha Roussel, deserves every Oscar you could give. I mean, it's what they go through is astonishing. And I mean, yeah, you saw a little bit of that. I can't fathom reading the script and then having the directors and we'll have to do this, this, and being like, I'll take that job. I mean, hats off. Someone had to do it. They do an amazing job. Astonishing. But talk about giving it all. You're all. Wow. Anyway, okay, but speaking of gross stuff, in case you do, if you were to rent-a-tain, I might suggest also picking up one of our custom barf bags. Longtime friend of the store, Hadley, has designed these wonderful barf bags, and it's just a treat. They cost $2, or free with the rental of any cinematic, if you will. If you've not been in the store, we have a little section named the Cinematic section, i.e. movies to make you barf. And now let's explore a little bit of the more capabilities of this here system by taking a little field trip. How about that? Check. Are we here? Oh, no. Check. Check. God. Amateur hour. Okay, so here we go. Oh, hey. Wow. So now we're taking a trip back in our horror section. Cinematics, that is to say, movies to make you barf. So yeah, here they are, our gnarliest, most disgusting films. Some real reprehensible little items in there. But if that's floats your boat, well, we got them. And if you rent one, by God, we'll give you a free barf bag. Okay, so yeah. Okay, hello. And we're back. All right. Okay, so that's... Oh, I didn't show off. We got little overlays here. How about that? I'm so pleased. Other than the internet thing, this is awesome. So, yeah, we'll see what happens moving forward. I may just go back to doing the But then my gear for doing how I did it on Instagram crapped out literally last week. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I buy another interface. Whatever. But thanks for sticking with me to this point, if indeed you have. And yeah, we'll see you next week in some form or other. Until next time. I just love this.